besties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you guys how I achieve these box braids with curly braiding hair. If you guys have been following the trends, you know that this hair is trending right now and I just love this style, so I had to do it for myself. Very happy with how it turned out. So I am starting off with freshly washed and blown out hair. This is the hair I'm using. It's Aya braiding hair. This is not sponsored, but guys, I love this hair. I love the quality of it. And I have their braid cream as well as shining jam and some tools, combs, and my edge control, Lotta Body foaming mousse. And I got this braiding rack that made the whole process so much easier and convenient. I got it off of Amazon, and believe it or not, it actually was not advertised as a braiding rack. It was for thread. It was for spools of thread. But hey, this one was less expensive than the ones that were advertised as braiding racks. So of course, I picked this one. I'm going to drop you guys a link down below in my description box so you can pick it up for yourself as well. It was able to hold about enough hair to get through 1/4 of my head, and I refilled it about 4 to 5 times throughout the entire process. So yeah, highly recommend. So I am going to first start off by parting my hair down the middle. Ultimately, I'm going to put my hair into 4 sections and separate them. I'm using a rat tail comb and of course a mirror, because there is no way I could have straight parts without having multiple mirrors. So there is a mirror directly in front of me, and I have my handheld mirror that I use throughout this entire braiding process to get my parts looking really good and really straight. And guys, I am a perfectionist, so my parts gotta be as good as I can get them. Honestly, the parting took the longest amount of time, for real.
So what day did you say? Oh, yeah. Thursday's perfect, man.
So I'm starting off at the front of my head. I prefer to start at the front of my head because when I first start, I'm super excited. You know, I'm doing my best work, and you're gonna see the front of my head before you see anything else. So I start at the front, and it also helps me mentally when I see that the front half of my head is done, and it helps me push through, because if you've braided your own hair, you know when you get about halfway through, you like, oh my God, why did I start this? Why did I start this process? But by the time you're finished, you're so glad that you did, and you know, you're happy with your hair. So this video isn't necessarily a how-to tutorial. It's more of a braid my hair with me, like a get ready with me, but I'm braiding my hair. I am a self-taught braider. I taught myself how to braid hair when I was about 14 years old at home, and I'm now 30 years old. So I've been braiding my own hair for about 16 years. It's very rare that I will go to a braider, and when I do, it's because I don't have time or I just don't feel like it. For my past Tulum trip, I actually went and got my hair braided, and it was a great experience. But look, I don't have $300 to be shelling out on braids when I can braid my own hair. Guys, this is such an amazing skill to have, and as a black woman, it will save you so much money. So, because I am a self-taught braider, I will say that I'm not a perfect braider. I'm not a professional. I have learned techniques that work for me. So, if you see that I'm doing something differently than, a professional, it's because I'm not a professional. I kind of use a feed-in technique, and I start with my natural hair being one of the three parts of the braid, and as I braid down, I just add hair in. I feed hair in to make it even on all three parts. I hope that makes sense. But like I said, this is not necessarily a tutorial. This is just me literally recording the process, because I never record the process, and people are always, really impressed with my braids, and they're like, wow, you really did that yourself. So I figured, why not just record this one time and share it with you guys. I hope that you're enjoying the process so far. Let me know down in the comments below if you are, and definitely give this video a thumbs up.
I'm feeling all crazy inside. I'm feeling like
So I am halfway through with my braids. The front half is done and it's looking so good. And if you could tell, I was liking it. I was feeling it. I put all my hair up in the front to start working on the back side of my head. And you see how this is going? I would say it took me maybe a total of about 10 hours to do this, only because I really took my time, you guys. I took breaks and I braided my hair over the course of the weekend, and I really enjoyed taking my time. Normally, I braid my hair in one sitting. Like, I will start early in the morning, and one day I will braid my head that whole day. But honestly, at the end of it, I feel really exhausted, and I decided to do things a little differently this time, and it really worked out. I'm happy that I gave myself time to rest and I took some breaks. Like, I legit took a couple hours to just eat, sit on the couch, watch a show, and just, decompress, because I'm not gonna lie, braiding your hair, it takes so long that it could be a little stressful. So this is once I completed the back of my hair, how my braids are looking. I'm gonna mousse my entire head down from the roots all the way to the ends, just to make sure that I lay down any flyaways. I didn't really have any flyaways. I think I do a pretty good job of braiding every single strand and tucking all the hair, but this is just a part of the process. You definitely have to mousse it down. I also use the curl cream on the ends of my hair, which really help just smooth out the hair. It actually is really silky to begin with, but I just used it as a final step. And this is how my braids turned out. I really love them. I love the size of them. I love the fullness of them. And I'm in love with this hair. I will drop the link down below for the Aya hair if you're interested. But otherwise, I really appreciate you watching my video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Later, besties.